we're excited to announce the newest electrical power distribution system, and probably, in my opinion, the best electrical distribution system you can get in a camper van or four-wheel drive. So, shall I just get straight into showing you how to wire it up? So, first off, we've got this top area here is our positive and our bottom is our negative. Now, this system is perfect for your typical 3 kilowatt inverter, a bunch of like outputs, a good size like camper van kind of thing. But nothing super crazy, not running multiple inverters, heaps of solar controllers, just your typical high-end install. So how it works is we've got our lithium battery, powers our distributor. We've got an isolator here to turn that system on and off. We've got a built-in Victron smart shunt, and we've got one 500 amp output, 6 20 amp outputs, 4 60 amp outputs, and 6 switchable outputs, and a 150 amp output down here too. Problem with lithium batteries, they're great and everything, but one problem is they create so much power that a typical mega fuse won't be able to protect it in a short circuit. A mega fuse can protect up to 2,500 amps. However, if we short these terminals out, we're looking 15 to 20,000 amps. So that's where we've got our lithium bolt down fuse holders. These fuse holders can protect up to 20,000 amps at 125 volts DC. So plenty for a typical 12 volt lithium battery. Super simple design, adhesive back, adjust this to the correct height and then bolt it down. I'm just going to snug everything down and torque it at the end. So cable goes onto the output here. Go, and cover on. Negative battery on here. Now when you're working on the system, you want to have your isolator into the off position. Cool, let's add our inverter. So nice and simple, negative on first. Up. Cool, and then power on, and the inverter can turn on. So 500 amps output here, so 3 kilowatt inverter is fine. The nice thing about this is, all of this work here, using a traditional system to have 6 switchable, 6 fuse holder, like a 6-way fuse holder wired up, 4 MIDI fuses wired up, 150 amp mega fuse wired up, and your 500 amp inverter fuse wired up with your shunt and isolator. That would be, and your battery fuse, probably 2 hours work, and it's just done now in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. Alright, and not to forget, 6 switches wired up too, so all you need to do is just plug that in there. That's just a standard Ethernet cable, so any old Ethernet cable will work, and you can have any length you want, up to 100 meters. Let's add a DC-DC charger. So the nice thing about these are all push-fit connectors, so you can use ferrules or you can just use bare wire. I like to use ferrules because it's a cleaner look, and just less likely to have stray wires coming in and out. But these are just push them in and done. Pushed in, done. So that's our, we'll turn that to the off position while working on it. That's our DC-DC charger wired up. Solar comes off here. I've just got these nice Wago connectors that can just clip on, and your your starter battery input gets wired up to that one. If you had more, like another solar controller MPPT, you just wire that up to there, and another one, and another one. So up to 4 60 amp outputs / inputs. Now let's wire up a light. Super simple. All we need to do is we just push fit connectors again down here, 20 amps each. Push that one in properly, and push that one in properly. And then turn the system on, and there we go. And we've got a little sticker kit to go on each of these switch panels. Super simple. You know, one switch wired up, solar control is done. How simple. You'd wire your, you've got a cable from here to here for your Victron Smart Shunt, the display. You put that anywhere. We make this nice little nifty mount for it. Yeah, so very simple. Now, the nice thing about this system is it's expandable. It will be able, whatever you decide to do with your system, you'll be able to expand all of this and make it can evolve with you. So let's say you've currently got one battery and you want to add some more batteries. All we need is our four-way distributor, which adds on 4 mega fuses to your system. So you can run that in here, and obviously undo these connections here, and they will just bolt onto this input here. You can add an extra 4 batteries. If you wanted it to go this way, we've got a 180 degree reversing thing, so the power can go out that side. And if you wanted to have more outputs on this side, you could put this between the between your switching hub and your shunt and your isolator. So very, very versatile. We also have this 8-way distributor here, which allows us to have 4 mega fuses and 4 MIDI fuses. So one of these you should not run out of the outputs / inputs. Also, again, a place for your battery input there. So very, very versatile. I might just quickly show you how you join these together. So you just slots in like that, bolt down there. You can add another mega fuse into this one and have an output there if you need to. So super, super simple. The other nice thing is, let's say you got a 12 volt system now, but in the future you want a 48 volt system. Simple, set yourself up like this now, but in the future all you need to do is add maybe a 4-way or 8-way distributor between your shunt and this, and then I'll have a 48 volt to 12 volt module available in the future that can run all your lighting and your switches and stuff like that too. So the possibilities are pretty much endless with this system, and we're going to be expanding them at a rapid rate.